Hello, my viewers. I am Mr. Dilip Kumar Pal. Today stands before you with a very important concept relating to public administration is good governance. In today's video, we'll mainly focuses the main principles of good governance. The concept good governance meaning, its popularity and how it brings about changes in traditional governance we'll discuss in this video. And this video is very much useful for plus 2, plus 3 and post-graduation students. And this video gives a lot of informations about good governance. So, now we start. What is a good governance? The concept good governance is a growing concept. It is a recent concept. It has been originated in between 1970 to 1980. Good governance means introduction of or application of some new principles in the government system. Now, its importance is very much realized by people. So people are telling, we do not want good government, rather we want good governance. Again, there is a slogan, we do not want a mere government, but we want a good governance. So good governance means addition of some new principles in the process of governance or administration. In the traditional governance system, there were some principles. So what were those principles? Public welfare was not given importance. In traditional governance, public welfare was not given importance. Number 2, best utilization of national resources was not emphasized. In the traditional governance system, best utilization of national resources was not emphasized. Number 3, people were neglected. In the traditional governance, people were neglected. In the 4th, there was no transparency. There was no clear-cut matters. Secrecy was maintained. Number 5, government was not responsible to people. In the traditional governance system, government was not responsible to people. Number 6, government was keeping away from people. Government was keeping away from people. It was not near to people. 7, there was much corruption. In the traditional governance, there was much corruption. Number 8, delay in work and bureaucrats were careless. There was delay in work, red tapeism, and bureaucrats were very corrupt and careless. So These were the principles of traditional governance system. So, good governance means to reject all these traditional principles and to introduce some new principles so that governance will be a better one and people will be benefited and society will be benefited. So now we'll discuss what are the principles of good governance. What good governance speaks. Number one, public welfare was given priority. In good governance, public welfare, public benefit was given priority. Number two, best utilization of national resources was given priority. National resources should be utilized in a better way. There should not be any wastage of national resources. Number three, government is made responsible. Government will have to be responsible for any problem. Number four, transparency is maintained. Everything will have to be clear cut. And number five, in good governance, you will find bureaucrats are made responsible and controlled. Bureaucrats were made responsible and controlled. They cannot work in their own whim. They were made responsible and controlled. Works are made quickly. Works will have to be made quickly and within the stipulated time. Steps are taken to control corruption. Steps are taken to control corruption. Corruption is not allowed. Decisions are information based. Decisions are information based. On the basis of correct information, decisions are made. Efficiency is given priority. Efficiency is given importance. The work must be a good one. People are given chance to take part in decision making process. People will be given chance. They will be allowed to take part in decision making process. So, we are clear what was the traditional governance, and now we are clear what is the good governance. It is quite different. Now we'll see, in good governance, some principles are given importance. So we can categorize them into 3 ES, 4 TS and 4 DS. In the 3 ES will include efficiency, economy and effectiveness. In good governance, efficiency. It means efficiency is given importance. Workers should be efficient and the organization must be result oriented. It is efficiency. Economy. It means within a less money, target will have to be achieved. Effectiveness means the organization must be effective. It must fulfill its target in stipulated time. This is 4 ES. Then 4 TS. Technological development, technological management, techniques of management, training of civil servants and transparency. In good governance gives priority to 4 TS. In 4 TS, technological development, we will have to develop good technology. Techniques of management, we will have to develop good techniques of management. Training of civil servants, we should give training to civil servants. Transparency, everything will have to be made clear cut. Nothing will have to be made secret. Then 4 DS. In the 4 DS will include again 4 things. Decentralization, powers will be kept in different places. Delegation, it means power must be delegated by some people to other. Debureaucratization, bureaucrats should not be made more powerful. Democratization, principles of democracy must be adopted. So these are the 4 ES 4DS and 4DS, techniques of good governance, which good governance gives emphasis. Again, the report of the World Bank. The World Bank has given its report to include some principles of good governance. In good governance, World Bank suggests that in good governance, some principles must be included so that good governance will be a better one. So, what principles are given importance by the World Bank? Number one, political accountability. It means ministers will have to be responsible to people. Number two, freedom of association and participation. People will be given freedom to participate and to take part. Rule of law and independent judiciary. There must be rule of law and judiciary must be given independence. Freedom of information expression. People will be given freedom, all persons will be given freedom to give information and then express their views. Again, sound administrative system. Administrative system should be a better one. It should be a good one. Cooperation between government and civil society. There must be cooperation between government and civil society, means voluntary organizations. So, World Bank suggests to include 6 principles in good governance. Again, OECD, Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development, it suggests to include 4 things in good governance. Number one, legitimacy of government. Government should be a legitimate one. Government should be a legal one. Competence of government. Government should be competent. It must be able to fulfill its aim. Respect to human rights and rule of law. Human rights must be given respect and there must be rule of law. Everything will have to be decided by the law. Number 4, accountability of political and official elements of government. Ministers, their political elements, then officials must be responsible to the people. They cannot be irresponsible, rather they should be responsible. It is the recommendations of OECD for the good governance. Again, UNDP, United Nations Development Program, suggested again some 8 principles in 1997. So what UNDP includes in the good governance? Number 1, participation. People must participate in the process of administration. Rule of law, there must be rule of law. Law will decide everything. Transparency, everything must be made before people. Responsiveness, there must be responsiveness. Official must be answerable to people. Equality, there must be equality. All must be equal. Efficiency and effectiveness, work must be efficient. Worker must be efficient. And they should be result oriented. Accountability, they must be responsible to people. Nobody should be autocrat. They should be accountable. Anybody who will make mistake will have to answerable. Finally, strategic vision. It means every work will have to be done by keeping an eye to the future. There must be strategic vision. Means whenever any work will have to be performed at the time, an eye must be given to the future. So, in this video we have discussed principles of good governance. We have discussed what were the principles of traditional governance. There were 8 principles like public welfare was not given importance. national resources were not best utilized, people were neglected, there was no transparency, government was not responsible to people, government was autocratic, government was keeping away from people, there was much corruption, delaying work and bureaucrats were careless. These were the principles of traditional governance. So in good governance, we have included different new things like people must be given importance, corruption will not be made, everything must be transparent, government should be responsible to people, government should not keep away from people. Then resources of the country should be utilized in a better way. There should not be any delay in work. So all these are the principles of good governance in general. And we have also discussed what 3 ES principles: efficiency, economic effectiveness, what 3 TS: technological development, techniques of management, training of civil servants, transparency, 4 DS: decentralization, delegation, debureaucratization and democratization. Then also we have discussed what principles of good governance were suggested by World Bank, suggested by the OECD and suggested by the UNDP. So I have full confidence that this video relating to good governance makes clear about what was traditional governance and what is good governance. So I have full confidence that my viewers will get a lot of benefit from this good governance, as many as 48 principles we have discussed in this video. So I have full confidence that my viewers will get a lot of benefit from this video, and I'm sure that this video will be very much helpful to my viewers. So I request my viewers to subscribe my channel so the benefits will be yours. It is my duty to give good videos relating to study. But if you will subscribe this my channel, benefits will be of yours. Thank you, my viewers. Again we'll be here with another video. Till now, goodbye to all. Have a nice future.